Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Fluent Talk Podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Fluent, and I'm so happy you're joining us today. This is the place where we have real conversations in English about everyday life. Today, I have a wonderful guest with me, Lisa. Lisa, thanks for being here.
Hi, Mr. Fluent. Thanks for having me. I'm really excited to be here.
Perfect. So, Lisa, today we want to talk about something I think everyone can relate to. Those special places where you go to relax after a long, busy day. You know, we all need somewhere to unwind and just breathe.
Oh, absolutely. Yes, we all need that.
So, Lisa, tell us, what's your favorite place to relax in the city?
Well, I have a few places actually, but my absolute favorite has to be this little cafe downtown called Sunny Corner. It's not too big, not too small. And they have these big windows where you can watch people walking by. I love to sit there with a hot coffee and just, watch the world go by.
That sounds really peaceful. There's something special about people watching, isn't there?
Exactly. It's like I can forget about my own stress for a while and just observe other people living their lives. Sometimes I make up little stories about where they're going or what they're thinking about.
Oh, that's fun. You're like a story writer.
Yeah, and the best part is the coffee's really good too. Not too expensive either, which is important when you're trying to relax and not worry about money.
Right, exactly. You don't want to stress about the bill when you're trying to unwind. Do you have any other favorite spots?
Oh, yes. There's also this beautiful park near my apartment called Riverside Park. It's right next to the river, and they have these lovely walking paths.
Nice.
And lots of benches where you can just sit and listen to the water. Sometimes I bring a book, but honestly, most of the time, I just sit there and breathe deeply.
That sounds amazing. There's something so calming about being near water, isn't there?
Yes, it's like the sound of the water flowing just washes away all my worries from the day. And there are always ducks swimming around, which makes me smile.
Ducks, I love that. It's the simple things, right?
Exactly. You don't need expensive entertainment to feel good. Just watching the ducks be, ducks is surprisingly relaxing.
I completely understand that. Now, do you ever go to these places with friends, or do you prefer to be alone when you're relaxing?
Both, actually. It depends on what kind of relaxation I need. Sometimes I really want to be alone with my thoughts, like when I've had a really difficult day at work.
Yeah.
I just want to sit quietly and process everything. But other times, especially on weekends, I love bringing my friend Sarah to the cafe. We can talk and laugh, and it's a different kind of relaxation.
That's interesting. So you have different types of relaxation depending on what you need?
Yes, exactly. Sometimes I need quiet time to recharge my energy, and sometimes I need social time to remember that life is fun and not just work, work, work.
Right, that's so important. Speaking of work, why do you think it's so important for people to have these relaxation places and times?
Oh, that's a great question. I think, life in the city can be really overwhelming sometimes. Everything moves so fast, there's always noise, always something you should be doing.
Absolutely.
If you don't take time to slow down and breathe, you can get really stressed and tired. I learned this the hard way, actually.
Oh, really? What happened?
Well, a few years ago, I was working really long hours and never taking breaks. I thought I was being productive, but actually, I was just getting more and more tired and grumpy.
Oh, no.
Yeah, my friend Sarah actually told me, Lisa, you need to chill out. So she started dragging me to different cafes and parks, and I realized how much better I felt after just 1 hour of relaxing.
Sarah sounds like a good friend, and that's such an important lesson. Sometimes we need other people to remind us to take care of ourselves.
She is the best. And now I make sure to have at least 2 or 3 relaxation times each week. It's like giving your mind a little vacation.
I love that phrase, giving your mind a little vacation. That's perfect. Now, what about when you're feeling really stressed? Do you have any special ways to deal with that?
Oh, yes, definitely. When I'm really stressed, I have this one special spot in the park. It's a little quiet area behind some trees where hardly anyone goes.
Like a secret hideaway?
Exactly. It's like my secret hideaway. I go there and I do this thing where I just focus on my breathing for about 10 minutes. In and out, in and out. It sounds simple, but it really works.
That's great. Breathing exercises are so helpful.
Yeah, and sometimes I bring my headphones and listen to calm music. Nothing with words, just peaceful sounds like piano music or nature sounds.
That combination sounds perfect. The quiet place, the breathing, the peaceful music. Do you have any advice for people who live in really busy cities where it's hard to find quiet places?
Oh, that's a good question. I think you have to be creative and look for unexpected places. Like, there's this small library branch near my office that most people don't know about.
Mm-hmm.
It's super quiet and has these comfortable chairs. Or sometimes I go to the top floor of a department store. They usually have a quiet cafe that's not very crowded.
Wow, those are really creative ideas. I never thought about the top floor of a department store.
Right? Most people are shopping on the lower floors, so the top floor is usually peaceful, and they often have nice views of the city too.
That's brilliant. What about timing? When do you usually go to these places?
Well, I try to go right after work, before I go home. If I go home first, I get comfortable and then I don't want to leave again. So I learn to go directly from work to my relaxation place.
That's smart planning, like making it part of your routine.
Exactly, and weekends are different. On Saturday mornings, I love to go to the park early when it's still quiet and the air is fresh. It's a completely different feeling than going after work.
I bet. Starting the weekend with some peaceful time must feel wonderful.
It really does. It's like it sets a positive mood for the whole weekend. Instead of just sleeping late and feeling lazy, I feel energized and happy.
That's such a healthy approach. Before we finish, do you have any simple advice for our listeners who want to find their own special relaxation places?
Sure, I'd say start small. You don't need to find the perfect place immediately. Just try different spots. Maybe spend 15 minutes in a cafe or sit on a bench in a park for a few minutes during your lunch break.
Good advice.
And pay attention to how each place makes you feel. Some places will feel right immediately, and others won't. Trust your feelings. Your body knows what it needs to relax.
That's wonderful advice, Lisa. Trust your feelings and start small. I think that's something everyone can do, no matter where they live.
Absolutely. And remember, relaxation isn't selfish, it's necessary. When you take care of yourself, you have more energy to take care of everything else in your life.
Perfect. That's such an important message. Lisa, thank you so much for sharing your relaxation secrets with us today. I think our listeners got some really practical ideas they can try.
Thank you for having me. This was really fun. I hope everyone finds their own special, peaceful places.
And to all our listeners, remember, you don't need expensive places or complicated plans to relax. Sometimes the best relaxation is just a quiet moment, a comfortable seat, and a chance to breathe. Thank you for joining us on Fluent Talk Podcast today. Next week, we'll be talking about favorite foods from around the world. Until then, take care and find some time to relax.
Oh, actually, Mr. Fluent, before we finish, can I share one more thing? I just remembered something that might be really helpful for your listeners.
Of course, please go ahead. I'm always happy to give our listeners more helpful tips.
Well, I wanted to talk about how your relaxation places can change with the seasons. Like in summer, I love that park by the river because it's cool and breezy. But in winter, when it's cold and dark early, I spend more time in warm, cozy indoor places like the cafe or the library.
That's such a smart point. Our relaxation needs definitely change with the weather and the time of year. Tell me more about your winter relaxation routine.
Oh, winter relaxation is completely different. There's this wonderful bookstore near my apartment that has a little reading corner with soft armchairs and warm lighting. They even allow you to bring in hot drinks from the coffee shop next door. It's like having a cozy living room that's not your own home, you know?
That sounds incredibly cozy. And I love that they let you bring drinks from next door. Some places are really understanding about creating a comfortable atmosphere for their customers.
Yes, and there's something about the sound in winter places too. In the bookstore, you can hear the quiet turning of pages, people whispering softly, and sometimes gentle classical music playing in the background. It's so different from the summer sounds of birds and water at the park.
That's fascinating, how different sounds create different types of relaxation. Speaking of music, do you ever use music specifically to help you relax? You mentioned bringing headphones to your secret spot in the park.
Oh, yes, absolutely. I actually have different playlists for different moods. When I'm feeling really anxious or stressed, I listen to very slow piano music. Composers like Ludovico Einaudi or Max Richter. The music is so gentle and flowing that it helps slow down my thoughts.
Those are beautiful composers for relaxation. What about when you want a different kind of peaceful feeling?
Well, sometimes I listen to nature sounds, like rain falling, ocean waves, or forest sounds with birds singing quietly. There are some great apps that have hour-long recordings of these sounds. It's like being transported to a peaceful place, even when you're sitting in the middle of a busy city.
That's a great use of technology for wellness. It's interesting how we can use our phones and apps to actually help us disconnect and relax, rather than just adding more stress. Do you have any favorite relaxation apps you'd recommend?
Oh, definitely. There's one called Rain Rain that has different types of rain sounds. Light rain, heavy rain, rain on a tent, rain with thunder. And another one called Noisely that lets you mix different sounds together, like rain plus wind plus crackling fire. You can customize it exactly how you like it.
Being able to customize your relaxation sounds is brilliant. What about meditation or guided relaxation apps? Do you ever use those?
I tried a few, but honestly, I found them a bit too structured for me. I prefer just sitting quietly and focusing on my own breathing. But I know Sarah, my friend I mentioned earlier, she loves Headspace and uses it every morning for 10 minutes before work. She says it helps her start the day feeling calm and focused.
That's a great point. Different approaches work for different people. Some prefer structured guidance, others prefer their own natural rhythm. Speaking of morning routines, do you have any relaxation practices you do at home? Maybe when you first wake up or before bed?
Oh, yes. In the morning, I have this little ritual where I make my coffee and sit by my window for just 5 minutes before I check my phone or start getting ready for work. I just look outside, drink my coffee slowly, and let my mind wake up naturally. It's like giving myself a gentle start to the day instead of jumping straight into emails and stress.
I love that idea. 5 minutes of peaceful coffee time before the day begins? That's such a simple but powerful way to set a positive tone. And what about in the evenings?
For evenings, I have what I call my wind-down hour. About an hour before bed, I dim all the lights in my apartment, put on some quiet music, and do gentle activities like reading, writing in a journal, or sometimes just tidying up slowly. No TV, no bright phone screen, just calm, quiet activities that help my brain understand it's time to rest.
The wind down hour. That's such a beautiful concept. It sounds like you're really intentional about creating boundaries between your active day and your rest time. I imagine that helps with sleep quality too.
Oh, absolutely. I sleep so much better now. Before I started doing this, I used to lie in bed with my mind racing, thinking about work or scrolling through social media. Now, by the time I get into bed, my mind is already calm and ready to rest. It's amazing how much difference 1 hour can make.
That's incredible how one simple change can have such a big impact on sleep quality. Now, I have to ask, are there times when it's harder to stick to these relaxation routines? Maybe when you're really busy at work or dealing with stressful situations?
Oh, yes, definitely. There are weeks when work gets crazy and I think, I don't have time for relaxation right now. But I've learned that those are actually the times when I need it most. When I skip my relaxation time during busy periods, I end up feeling overwhelmed and making more mistakes, which just creates more stress.
That's such a common trap we all fall into, thinking we're too busy to relax, when relaxation is exactly what would help us handle the busyness better. How do you remind yourself to prioritize relaxation during those stressful times?
Well, I've learned to make it smaller, but not skip it completely. Like if I can't do my full wind-down hour, I'll do just 15 minutes. Or if I can't go to the park for an hour after work, I'll at least sit on a bench for 10 minutes during lunch. The key is keeping the habit alive, even if it's in a smaller form.
That's brilliant advice, scaling down rather than giving up completely. It's like maintaining the mental muscle memory of relaxation, even when life gets hectic. 10 minutes is still infinitely better than 0 minutes.
Exactly. And I've also learned to be flexible about where I relax. Sometimes my cafe is too crowded or the park is too cold, so I have backup options. The important thing is the intention to relax, not necessarily the perfect location or perfect amount of time.
Lisa, this has been such an enriching conversation. You've given our listeners so many practical ideas, from seasonal relaxation spots and nature sound apps to morning coffee rituals and flexible backup plans. I think the biggest takeaway is that relaxation doesn't have to be complicated or perfect. It just needs to be consistent and intentional.
Thank you so much, Mr. Fluent. This has been wonderful. I hope everyone listening realizes that they deserve to have peaceful moments in their lives and that it's possible to find them no matter how busy or stressful life gets. Even 5 minutes can make a difference.